कंप्यूटेशनल मॉर्फोलॉजी। तो याद करिए शुरू में हमने आपको बहुत सारा चीज बताया था, मॉर्फोलॉजी क्या, फोनोलॉजी क्या है, ये सारी चीजें, ठीक है। सो द मोस्ट बेसिक टास्क इन computational morphology is to take a string of character, और that is your character बोलिए या फिर आप phonemes बोलिए, phonemes as an input and deliver an analysis as output. Okay, so what the input could be? An example of the some English word, form in one, form in one हो सकता है. One possible output could be the string for underlying the morphemes as in two, and another one of the morphosynthetic interpretation as in 3, ऐसा होगा. तो ये देखिए पहले के लिए क्या बोला, इंग्लिश वर्ड, तो इनकम्पेटेबिलिटीज, हाँ ये है आपका, ठीक है, इंग्लिश वर्ड. देन सेकेंड इज दैट वन पॉसिबल आउटपुट could be trying to underline the morpheme करना. तो मॉर्फिंग मतलब इन प्लस कौन प्लस पार्टिबल प्लस IETY प्लस S, ठीक है. उसके बाद फिर आपका ये अनदर दैट इज सम फोनोसिंथेटिक इंटरप्रिटेशन. सो इनकम्पेटेबिलिटी प्लस NP, जो हमने आपको बताया था कि अब स्टार्ट होगा NP, VP, PP, ये सारी चीजें आपको. So let's we take the task of this mapping from 1 to 3. The easiest way to achieve a result is to have a long list of pairs, ठीक है, where the left side represents some word here, some word form, and right hand side that is its interpretations, ठीक है. तो ये आपका है. So this is basically the notion of the full form of lexicon. So the advantage, its advantage are simplicity and that is the applicability of all the possible phenomena. Our main disadvantage is the redundancy and inability to cope up with forms not contained in the lexical में नहीं है. So less redundant are so-called lemma, जिसमें less redundant, so that is called the lemma lexica. So lemma lexica is the canonical form taken as a representative of all the different form of the paradigm. So the base form is selected as a canonical form, this canonical form, and then we interpreted some algorithms related to every one forms of the lemma plus delivering the morphostatic, जो यहाँ पे syntactic interpretation. So the form, as by default, form are expected to be a string concatenating based on that what, some equal to lemma, and then fx. That fx must be stored in the separate repository together with relevant morphostatic information about how they may combine with other forms. So what exactly this interpretation is simply that the means for finding the sequence of affixing. Affixing means what? The storing the separate repository together. Okay. So and base form, जो आपने यहाँ पे देखा था, that base form that confirms the morphostatic. So that there are different reasons for given words form may not conform with the conform to this simple picture. Now see, with very frequently used word, we often find suppletion that to go has the completely unrelated form of the event. जस्ट देखिए यहाँ पे ये जो मॉर्फोलॉजी का जो थिंग्स यूज कर रहे हैं, ये है कि आप जैसे एनपी बोल दिया है तो वर्ब क्या है, वीपी क्या है, ये सारी चीज़ों को वो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि हाउ वी कैन separate it, affixing it and something. So one clearly need some exceptions handling mechanism to cope with sublection, and possible solution is to have secondary entries that where you store the some suppleted forms together with the morphostatic information. तो यहाँ पे आपका जो और secondary form then we have to linked with the corresponding primary form that lemma. So morphs are released in the non-concatenative way. That strongly some verb English are, that is your what, given, give, give, gave, given, find, found, ये सारी चीजें हम use करते हैं. So in the in language like English, where these phonemes affect only a fair, small and closest set of the word, these forms can be treated like supplection. So alternatively, the exception handling mechanism that we use to develop that ad hoc, or that is your some language specific. So due to phonological rules, a word form may exhibit some change in the shape. That, for example, that in the English suffix starting with what, s. Okay, so plural of a noun, that is your third person marker, superlative marks होता है ना English में. So may be delivered, may not directly follow streams ending with the sibilant, that is your dis or that dishes. तो ये एक ऐसा है आपका, ये सारी चीज फिर कहाँ पे एस लगेगा, कहाँ पे ई एस लगेगा, इस सब के बारे में आपका डिस्कस्ड है. ठीक है. आफ्टर डूइंग दिस ऑल, ये थोड़ा सा ठीक है, इसमें morphophonological process in this language has a few, and local lemma lexical approach can still be successful. So ठीक है, that plural can be made for ending or s or es and something, ठीक है, that former. So apart from the observed limitations with regard to the treatment of the morphophonological rules on a more general scale, the approach has some other inherent restrictions. तो यहाँ पे ये है कि आपका algorithm is geared towards analysis. ठीक है, इसमें आप देखेंगे कि generation purpose one need to completely different algorithms और data होगा. Interpretations of the algorithms के लिए आप जो है so can use for encode both the basic concatenating algorithms and also a specific exception handling mechanism. And last but not least, that is the approach was developed for the morphosynthetic analysis and extension to handle more generally the cementing of the word in the morph is difficult to achieve.